Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to Paul Who Reviews Doctor Who The Celestial Toymaker Episode 2, The Halls of Dolls. Now, this is a fantastic episode. I absolutely flipping love this one. Now, episode 1 was amazing. I absolutely loved it. The animation has really helped bring the story to life. It's really great. And I really absolutely love it. The 3D animation has gone so much better than what we had for the Web of Fears animation with the 3D one. So what can I say about episode 2? Well, it's actually quite good. I actually am quite enjoying the story. I've literally got episode 3 and 4 to basically watch. I probably will watch the live action episode 4 and do my review on it. And then basically do a whole review in it all in colour. So, episode 2. Let's get into it. So, following from the cliffhanger part 1, where literally the Doctor and Stephen and Dodo are there reading this kind of riddle, they're going to investigate. And as they go through the doors themselves look like wooden police boxes, which is absolutely brilliant. Honestly, absolutely brilliant. So, in part 1, the first Doctor has basically been turned invisible because of the Toymaker, because they basically played the role of the Toymaker by trying to war Stephen and Dodo. And of course, in this episode, the Doctor does try to warn him again, but he does basically get told to shut up. So all we see of William Hartnell is his hand, or the hand of the Doctor basically just floating while playing the Trilogic game. Again, I really love the Toymaker. He's got such a great presence. And Michael Gough's performance, or his voice performance in this case, is absolutely brilliant. I'm absolutely loving it. I don't know which is my favourite Toymaker. I don't know if it's Michael Gough or Neil Patrick Harris. I cannot make my mind up because I am loving both versions of the Toymaker. I really am loving both versions of him. So when the Stephen and Dodo basically walk through, they find a chair, like a massive, like kind of like chairs where they have to try and work out what is the ones of deadly. And as they're talking, out pops the Card family. We've got the King of Hearts, we've got the Queen of Hearts, we've got the Jack of Hearts, and of course we even have the Joker of Cards all come to life. Now, these were actually real people that basically lost to the Toymaker and became games. Something that we do see in the Giggle, which is absolutely brilliant, because I love how they had that imagination from the Giggle, and basically, I think I've probably watched the animation, you know, I think RTD was like, yeah, I'm going to do that, but do it so different, so turn somebody into a puppet. I absolutely love that. So the Toymaker turns basically these group of people he's been playing, made them play the games, and he turns them into characters, and he turns them into the pack of cards, you know, like the King of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, the Jack of Hearts, and of course the Joker of the pack. So what else can I say about this episode? So when Stephen and Dodo literally are there and basically meeting the King and Queen, they go through another door. And inside the other door are a load of other police boxes, all painted white. So they're disguised to be like the TARDIS. So when they literally go and open them, marionette puppets fall out. These puppets fall out. So, of course, Stephen and Dodo are there literally trying to work out the riddle, what they're going to do about it, you know, and that and that and that. So they come across a fantastic idea, basically putting the dolls onto the chairs to find out which is the safe chair. So really, they leave literally the King and Queen of Hearts to basically do their own sort of thing after the introduction. So they go, right then, we've got 4 dolls, and of course they have got another 4 dolls. So Dodo is literally about to slip it up, and Steve goes, Dodo, be quiet. Dodo isn't really bothersome me in this story. She's not as bothersome as she's not bothering me a bit. I'm trying to find the actual correct word. She isn't bothering me as much as she does in the Ark and the Gunfighters. So this is really a good Dodo story. I'm actually quite enjoying Dodo's performance, which is something I'm kind of really saying, okay, I want more animations of missing Dodo stories, because I'm actually quite enjoying Dodo's character. I always find Dodo a little bit irksome, specifically in the Ark and the Gunfighters. I don't like her character. I really don't like Dodo's character. She's so wooden against Stephen and the Doctor. But in this one, she's actually quite good, and I'm actually quite enjoying her performance. So Dodo might be moving up, so she might not be my worst companion much longer. So as they're playing cards with the king and queen of hearts, basically Dodo ends up sitting on a chair. And she ends up basically freezing. And of course, it's one of the deadly games of the Toymaker. So when they literally pop it on a chair, it literally gets electrocuted. So anyway, as things are going on during the game, the Queen of Hearts and the King of Hearts basically do die together. They kind of sit on a chair together thinking, oh, they've won. Where it turns out they haven't won. And of course, they literally get mumbled together. They literally do get mumbled together, and it's actually quite funny how they do it. I like the animation when they do it as well, because it looks so good. I don't think the live action could actually pull it off as it does in this story. And then, of course, Stephen and Dodo end up going into the next game. And, of course, they do basically see Joker and the Jack of Hearts. And I think they have their comments as well, because they are trying to trick them, because they are playing things to the Toymaker. And Stephen says, Dodo, we cannot trust them. What? Why? They were like us once. And now they are toy things of the Toymaker, Dodo. I really like how Stephen has to keep reminding Dodo that they are basically puppets to the Toymaker, even though they once were like live people at one point. They are projects. They are toys to the Toymaker. I absolutely am loving this story. It's actually cracking and brilliant and amazing. I really like the cliffhanger as well, because the cliffhanger is absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love the fact where they think they've gone into the TARDIS, thinking they've won, they got into a TARDIS, and it turns out to be another part of the game of the Toymaker, which is absolutely cracking. I absolutely am loving this story. So when I said I'd give ranking and rating, I'm going to have to wait until I finish watching the whole story before I give it like a 10 out of 10 or an A+ or triple A+. At the moment, I give part 1 10 out of 10 and an A+ and a double A+. At the moment, this is actually on the same level, so it's definitely 10 out of 10 and it's definitely a triple A+. So I'm going to wait until the end of the story, do my review on part 4, and then basically say my whole thoughts on the entire whole story. I'm absolutely loving it. I really am loving the Celestial Toymaker. It is just a fantastic story. It's a shame that William Hartnell isn't really in the story as much, because 1 minute he's invisible, then he's there, then he gets taken to play the game of the Toymaker, the Trilogic game. And then, of course, the Doctor in this story is literally halfway through his game as Stephen and Dodo end up going into the next game. So, of course, the Doctor's got to play the Toymaker, where Stephen and Dodo have got to play to try and find the TARDIS. And I'm actually quite loving it. I really am loving this episode. It's absolutely brilliant and amazing. So stay tuned for my review on episode 3 tomorrow. I'm quite looking forward to it. And I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. I'm absolutely flipping loving this episode. It is just fantastic. Honestly, flat out fantastic, amazing. If you haven't picked up your copy of the Celestial Toymaker, the animation, then I will highly suggest to do it, because I am absolutely flipping loving it. It is brilliant. It is amazing story so far, and Dodo is actually quite good in this story. She's not very irksome as she is in the Ark and the Gunfighters. So thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and join me for more awesome Doctor Who content, and of course join me tomorrow for my review on part 3.